Hello there. I'm going to run you a short informational video on how to remove the O-ring, the seal on the FX airgun range of airgun cylinders. Now the tools you're going to need for this, a couple of cotton buds. If you go to the likes of the pound shop, the little cheap shops, everything 99p store, they'll do a little dental kit. Now the dental kit inside will have a few bits. It'll have a little mirror that'll come in handy for other tasks as well. It's worth having. Obviously the toothpick is what you need out of that for this particular task. You're going to need a pin or a needle, quite a long one. I've got an air duster here, which I'll show you what for in a moment. And like I say, everything's here. So to start with, if you look down about an inch inside the threaded area of the air tube, you'll actually see there's the internal diameter of the O-ring is actually just visible. So what you wish to do is use the tip of this end, not the hooked end. There's this end here. Use the tip, pass it down the threads, and just on the top of the O-ring you need to push a little bit of pressure between the O-ring and the brass, and you'll feel the pointed area starting to go in. Once that happens, just keep a little bit of pressure, but not too much. And what you want to do is start rotating the air tube, and you'll actually feel the tool go into and behind the O-ring. Now for a better demonstration, I'll show you what we're doing here. We're going in from the top, and you're going to push the tool into, or rather over the top of, the O-ring. Now as you rotate, it'll break loose, because it will be stuck. It'll start to break loose the O-ring, and then the moment you've gone all the way around, you can feel it's actually against the back end. What you want to do is you want to invert the hook over the back and pull push the tool. It makes sense. I'll show you this way. Once it's done, what you want to do is try and invert the tool and twist it and pull, and the effect that has is it will then push the tool over the back of the O-ring and then under, and then from there again rotate and loosen the O-ring from its seat. Once it's loosened, bring the hook all the way around and pull down on the O-ring. Once it's pulled, it'll start to bring it out, and then you'll be able to bring the hook up through, and then it's a case of literally just pulling the O-ring out of the threaded area. Now once that's out, you're going to be left with quite a lot of debris in the valve area. So what you're going to need here, again, this is where the pin comes in. Right in the very bottom of the threaded area is the valve. Now you're going to have a lot of debris sitting around in the valve face, which you don't really want in there. So what you'll do is you'll carefully loosen it with the pin. Once it's all loose, basically you just invert the tube, give it a few taps on your hand, visually check and see what else is in there. I find that's what the air duster is great for. Once everything's dislodged, it's just a case of air duster in, couple of good squirts, and it'll bring out all the crap from the bottom. And then from there, all you need is your cotton buds, and your cotton buds will clean the threads. You just run it around the threads, make sure all your threads are clean, there's no debris in there, and anything left in the seat area, again, just put the cotton bud in the seat area and it'll bring out, there's a little bit come out there, but don't know if you can focus on these, but these are the ones I used earlier, and you can actually see all the crap that's on these. And inverting the tube and knocking it out, again, I don't know if you can see, but there's all the debris on the back of here as well, which is all pieces of rubber, and if they get into the valve, obviously they can jam the valve open when you try to take the cylinder off. Once everything's off, everything's cleaned, and from there it's just a case of reinserting the seal. I use silicone grease. What I would do is I would put a little smear on my finger, and then I would just rub it a very small amount onto the seal just to aid in the fitting. Obviously you would then squeeze the seal, push the seal into the threaded area, and again that's where this little tool comes in. Again, the back of the tool, now this time instead of the front, you can actually use the back of the tool to push the seal down into place. Once it's there, you can actually use the tool to push the seal into the seat. Now obviously once all that's done, your air cylinder should be back up and running. I did hear quite a few people on the internet, I've read a few reviews of people trying to change the Webley air cylinder seals and having a lot of issues because they can't get the seal out. That's why I thought I'd post this video. This tool, like I say, is absolutely, it's indispensable, it's brilliant. I just thought I'd try and put this video up to show you, it is quite simple with the right tooling, and I hope this video is, of any use to some of you, and if it is, thank you very much for watching.